Nationwide, scammers are taking advantage of the unemployment system, filing fraudulent claims with stolen personal information. Well, one man in Philadelphia has been dealing with the effects of this for months. And just when he thought it was over, it got worse. So once again, he reached out to NBC10 Responds for help.
I just want my name clear.
The past 7 months have been one frustration after the other for Bill Johnson. The problem, hand-delivered to his doorstep, time and time again.
I just shook my head and said, this is unbelievable.
He received dozens of fraudulent unemployment payments that he never applied for to his single-family home. One had his name on it. The others are all for other people.
He received $6,380.
He doesn't know.
It was like 87 of them. I got a Richards, I got a Bell, a Coke, I got all kind of names here.
We first told you about Bill's problem in July. He'd reported the fraud to the Pennsylvania Department of Labor and Industry and U.S. Bank, which issues the payments. But Bill kept getting more money and more problems. NBC10 Responds followed up with PA-LNI and the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice flagged the U.S. Department of Labor Office of Inspector General, which told us it was investigating the fraud. The payments finally stopped. Bill tells us he thought the problem was behind him until this letter showed up in his mailbox. It's a 1099-G form stating he must pay federal taxes for $10,000 worth of benefits filed in his name. He is adamant he never collected those benefits.
Why are you doing this to me? Who has my Social Security number?
Bill reached out to NBC10 Responds, wanting to know what could be done to clear this up.
I want to know, do I need to get a lawyer? I really can't afford one, but I got to fight back.
We took Bill's problem to the State Department of Labor and Industry and asked what Bill should do. It told us he should report the fraud to them. But remember, he did that months ago when he started receiving the payments. The department went on to say L&I will flag these claims for investigation and notify the IRS if an adjustment is needed. Acting Secretary Jennifer Barrier addressed the topic at a recent news conference.
Once you have completed the fraud form, you can disregard the 1099-G form and use your real income when filing for taxes.
But the IRS tells us you need to take things a step further.
What you want is a corrected form a corrected form 1099-G. And that way the IRS gets that same form as well as you.
IRS spokesperson Rafael Tolino tells us you should get the corrected 1099-G after you report the fraud to the state. But according to PA-LNI, because of the volume of fraud, not all individuals will receive updated 1099-G forms by the tax filing deadline. In this case, the state and the IRS have the same suggestion.
You can still file a federal income tax return. Report only the income you received on that return.
One final step may help separate you from the fraudsters.
Consider an IP PIN. An identity protection PIN will help you separate you from the bad guy when we get your return and start to process it. It's a one-time number used every year on your return.
You can request that PIN on irs.gov. As for Bill, he's reached out to Philadelphia Legal Assistance. The organization provides free legal aid to qualifying residents. He tells us they're looking into his case and he's hoping for some accountability.
Somebody got to come out here and solve this problem.
And we've checked with Bill, and he says Philly Legal Assistance looked into his issue and told him they believe it's been resolved. The Pennsylvania Attorney General's office says it's investigating fraud related to unemployment benefits, and so far 29 people have been arrested and charged in the Commonwealth. We will post information about signing up for an IP PIN on NBC10.com/responds along with this story. Remember, if you have a consumer problem, we'd like to help. Fill out the complaint form on NBC10.com or on our free NBC10 app, or you can call the numbers on your screen.